Hello everyone and welcome back to the Ability 411. It's Wednesday and I'm your host Amber Marcy. This week we are talking about some of the bizarre and crazy things that people have said or asked us since we've been in a chair. So I'm going to share just a couple stories with you and how I dealt with them and or the people who were with me dealt with them. First one is I was still in the hospital and I was home for a weekend visit. My cousin was visiting from Chicago and we go to the mall. And I still have my neck brace on, so I do look like kind of a wreck. And my cousin's really soft-spoken and she's just a quiet girl and lots of fun, but real quiet. And so we're going through the mall and this random person just stops me in the middle of the mall, stops us because she's pushing me at the time and says, "What happened to you? What's wrong with you?" And my cousin, it just out of nowhere, I didn't know what to say. I mean, this was all so new to me that I had no idea what to say. And my cousin just pipes up from behind me, "No, what the hell's wrong with you?" And it was so funny. It was amazing. And the person just was kind of like, just stared and didn't know what to say, kind of like the look I had on my face when he asked me, and walked away. So big props to my cousin for sticking up for me. But that was the first one I ever encountered, and I didn't know what to say. I didn't really get upset about it because I was out at the mall having fun with my cousin. I just thought that person was kind of an idiot, and I knew he wasn't genuine, so I wasn't going to go into detail on why I was in a wheelchair. If I feel that somebody is truly genuine and wants to know what's wrong, I will enlighten them and tell them. Second, what I get a lot, I'm in a wheelchair, so I must be deaf too. You need to talk to me really, really loud like this because I can't hear anything. Yeah, we get that too. Just because I'm in a wheelchair, I must not be able to hear and I must have eyesight problems and no. How about when you go to the grocery store and you're with a friend and you're a little shorter than that friend, so you may be checking out and they may be your groceries, but are you having a good day, ma'am? Did you find everything okay? Not looking at me, not talking to me, talking to my friend as if I'm not there. Stupid, uneducated people. I'm in a chair. That's it. I use a wheelchair for my mobility. I don't use it for, if I had a hearing problem, I'd have hearing aids. If I had an eyesight problem, I'd have contacts or glasses. I don't have problems like this. However, it's just the society, and not everybody, but there are people in society that just, they don't get it. If you're in a wheelchair, everything must be broken. No, I'm not broken. I'm not sick. I'm just in a chair, broke my neck, and this is how life is. Another one we get a lot, and I think Erica touched on this. You have kids? How do you have kids in a wheelchair? It's possible. People do it. I don't ever want to. Big props to Erica because she's an awesome mom. There are many other things that I have been asked that are just silly questions, and they're silly to me because I understand my disability, but they may not seem silly to other people. Another one, of course, that we always get is, "You're in a wheelchair and you can have sex?" Yep, sure can. It's a little different. It's probably not like right and able-bodied, but we can do it. Just bizarre things. I have to wear stockings on my legs for circulation. I will have a random person just walk up to me and say, "What are those?" It's none of your business what they are. Just bizarre. People think that they can ask the most bizarre things. And if they're genuine, I educate them and I say, you know what? They're for my circulation. And I need to use them or I pass out. But it's amazing what people think that they can ask and the things that people do ask. And the main thing I try to want to stress during this this episode is not to take these things to heart, because it's usually somebody who just doesn't really have social skills that's asking these questions, somebody who's just nosy, but not to get offended by them and to try and maybe educate. If not, if it's somebody who's just purely nosy and is, then you just say, nah, brush it off and wheel away. I feel the only time it's okay for somebody to ask a completely asinine question is a child. And that is a time to educate, because we have to educate our youth. Because if our youth isn't educated, then we've got nothing. So that's when it's appropriate. And that's when it's a time to educate and say, you know what, I'm wearing these stockings for circulation, or you don't need to talk so loud because I can hear, and explain what's going on. But those are a few of the bizarre things that I've been asked, and none of them too out of the ordinary, I think. I think if I had children and was wheeling around with them, I'd get a lot more stares and a lot more questions, and how the heck can you do that? And it's all about just letting people know, and moving on and not getting frustrated with what they say. So I'm off to the gym, so sorry this episode was kind of short, but I've got to go pump some iron and stay healthy. So I hope you all have a great Wednesday, and enjoy your day, and I will see you back next week. Thanks. Bye-bye.